Welcome back to another episode of the Day After Podcast.
What is up, guys? And today, as you can see, we have a celebrity tribe and we got a fantasy tribe. It is celebrity versus fantasy. Now, we've done both for quite some time, ever since series 2. We're on series 5. Um, and yeah, so Joe suggested it's about time we actually had the two fight it off. Because some of our most stellar seasons have been either celebrity or fantasy. Celebrity way, way, way back from like series 1, actually. Um, and that gave us, iconic people like, Adam Driver, Bill Burr, uh,
Jeffrey Dean Morgan, Catherine Newton.
Catherine Newton. I didn't want to just flat out say Catherine Newton and
Yeah.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan, but some really big, heavy hitters on our channel. And yeah, yes. So this was a really cool idea. I thought it'd be fun as soon as he said it, and I'm excited. There's like a couple people. Well, actually, I'll admit for celebrities, because I was trying to like diversify a little bit.
Mhm.
Not too much, to be honest. Well, then again, we only have so many spots. But there are some people on, especially the fantasy tribe, I've been meaning for a while. I would say there's one celebrity, and there's a few of the people on the fantasy tribe where I'm like, yes. Actually, one I'll explain because one of them is kind of a deep cut.
Uh-huh.
Um, which is Major Chip Hazard. I don't know if you know what he's from.
I remember him.
Yeah, but for some of the younger people in the audience, we'll get to my story with that person in a bit.
Mhm.
But yeah, so this was a fun idea he had. So yeah, anything to add?
No, I just think that I had a few celebrities that I've been kind of wanted to bring for a little bit, and I had a few fantasy people who I wanted to bring for a little bit. I was like, you know what? I don't want to just I don't want to just choose one of them. Why not, mix both of them? We can kill
Yeah,
two birds with one stone.
why not both? Dun,
Yep.
dun, 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 dun.
uh
Um,
okay.
all
Well, I
right.
guess I guess you started off here with our celebrity tribe.
Yes, I can. Sorry, that was terrible. Um, First up, we have Barack Obama. Now, I wanted to choose a president, and I know politics is we're not getting into that. I didn't choose him because of like an alignment with any party or anything. I'm just like, one, he's the first black president the United States had. Like automatically, like regardless of who you are, that is a pretty big milestone. We all know, I would say like all our presidents have had like personalities and stuff that have been like, SNL, they always do stuff with it and stuff. But I feel like
Uh,
Barack has just like such a presence about him that, it's that kind of, I don't want to say a standard, but like, when we see like presidents modeled in media, he
uh,
is like a go-to, he's a go-to like fixture. Granted, because
yeah,
for like 8 years he was our president, and so like, they tried to like match the times, things like that.
yeah.
But like, he just has this like charm and presence about him. Um, I'm not gay, but he's a good looking dude too. Like he has that charisma as well. Um, and also like, he's smart. There's a lot going for Barack.
Uh,
And, you know, yeah, so I thought it'd be cool
yeah.
to have on here.
Yeah, I think his reputation also got very much increased based off of who the next president was. I think what made a lot of people go like,
Yeah.
let's go back to him. But
I mean, we'll take we're not gonna go heavy into the politics,
yeah,
whatever. I mean, but I feel like he's like 2 presidents ago. We can talk
yeah,
about Obama and not like
yeah.
start a war on our channel.
Yeah. Well, he was also pretty much our president during our adolescence. Like we remember a
Yeah,
little bit of like George Bush, but like we didn't know like politics, I think, really during
yeah,
his time. It was around when Obama was president was when we were actually learning about politics and like figuring out how
yeah,
the world works. So
yeah.
so yeah. Okay. Next up, we got someone who I'll be honest, might be a bit of the villain of this tribe. He is Dave Portnoy, who is the CEO of Barstool Sports, and he's basically he's from Boston, but he lives in New York, and he acts like a New Yorker. Like he's not afraid to get up in your face. He does
Very nice.
these he does these things on YouTube called one bite pizza reviews, where he goes around to a bunch of different pizza places around the country and the world, and he takes a one bite of pizza, but really he ends up saying one bite, everyone knows the rules, and then takes like 7 bites of the
Hmm.
pizza.
I
um,
mean, it's so wasteful to just have one bite and then
yeah,
toss it.
yeah, exactly. But like he says, one bite, every knows the rules like 8 times, and before he even eats the pizza, and then he takes like 7 bites. Like, like, yeah. And Barstool Sports is basically, imagine if Sports Illustrated mixed with National Lampoon magazine. Like, imagine if those
Okay.
two combined. Like, that's basically what Barstool Sports is.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, no, so some of the funny stuff is like when he is just on the streets eating pizza and random people just come up to him. Like he has some really weird interactions with a bunch of random homeless people. Some of the people who actually run the shops that he's running are, you can tell when a pizza place is bad when they're afraid of Dave Portnoy, because that
Oh,
because his review is so like well known in the pizza community now that like if he gives you a bad score, it like can ruin your business. But if he
damn.
gives you a good score, your business is good for years. Yeah.
I mean, that's always the thing about like critics and stuff. Like, granted, I'm someone where, well, I'm not a foodie. I mean, I'm always adventurous to like try new stuff if I'm around, but I'm not
Yeah.
someone that goes out of my way to try new things.
Yeah.
Not even a thing of like I'm not adventurous. It's just more so like a practical thing as opposed to like, you know, I'm just not a foodie. But when it comes to like films or stuff, like there's a few like film critics I may listen to,
Yeah.
or like Rotten Tomatoes does not sway me to not watch a movie.
Uh-huh.
Like if I want to watch the movie, or if I hear it's super bad, but I want to form my own opinion, I'm gonna watch the movie.
Uh-huh.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, I feel like from what you're saying, he can be an interesting person to have on this tribe.
Yeah, I think he's going to have some Boston Rob energy. Honestly, I think that that
Yeah,
is definitely like I think he has a lot of similarities to Boston Rob.
I can see it, or like
Okay.
see it in the sense of how you described it.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on next to someone who has made the greatest piece of fiction the world has ever seen. We have Eiichiro Oda, the creator of One Piece. And One Piece has not done great on this channel. Every character from One Piece has not really had a performance. So I'm really hoping that it takes the creator of One Piece to do good.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah,
Um, One Piece obviously being one of the biggest anime in the world, and now being one of the biggest Netflix shows to ever been on the streaming service.
yeah, yeah, and that's because he actually was the one helping make sure that everything was right.
Yeah.
A lot of those Netflix adaptations don't actually consult the creators very often.
Oh yeah, Death Note.
Yeah, so they just do whatever they want. But at least with that, Eiichiro Oda was actually like saying, "No, you can't do this. Do it like this," and was actually trying to fix some things that I think would have happened that would have made it much worse.
Yeah. I haven't seen the show yet. I've heard great things about it.
It's pretty good. I would give it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah. I mean, I've been, like I said, or wait, I said this in the last video. I've been busy. It is
Yeah,
something where I am approaching probably, I don't want to say next week. It's just when I finally have like an hour to be like, okay, and I can chill about things, I will.
yeah,
But my schedule is kind of packed for the next 2 weeks.
yeah,
More
yeah,
so because we'll be starting our reviews for Survivor
yep.
45, so keep an eye out on that.
Yep.
But nah, what's he like as like a person, or do you know?
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously really shy and reserved. Actually, there's not very many modern pictures of him. This is like from him super young. He started One Piece at the age of 17. Um,
Bro.
yeah, yeah. Same age as Luffy at this beginning of the story. Definitely makes sense how he was able to kind of capture that character. I think he probably put a little bit of himself into Luffy. Um,
Naturally. He does look like, obviously, in the sense of like, like with the longish hair, stuff like
mhm.
that. Like I can see like, you know, if he made a caricature of himself, it looking a lot like Luffy.
Yeah, exactly. I'm excited to see how he does. Obviously greatest one anime manga in the world has ever seen, and I'm just really stoked for him. I'm actually glad that this next person is right next to him because Jamie Lee Curtis wants to be in the season 2 of One Piece.
Really? I thought that was just like a meme that was going
It
around.
was, but she has literally said she wants to be that character, Dr. Kuroha, who
That
is yeah.
no, keep going.
Yeah, no, it's great. So, basically the only thing now that she needs is the approval from Oda. Like, that is literally
Dude,
the only thing that's stopping her from getting that part.
I I don't know how much Ichiro knows about Hollywood,
Uh-huh.
but not if a first of all, Jamie Lee Curtis is Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah,
But let's just say we strip that away from her. If an Academy Award winning actress or actor wants to be in something you created, that is like
yeah,
one of the biggest
yeah,
honors you
exactly.
could ever for an anime, an adaptation of that. That is like I'm trying
Yeah,
to think. That would be like I'm trying to think. That would be like Margot Robbie wanting to play Cynthia in Pokemon, the live action Pokemon. I don't think the
yeah,
best fit for that, but like that would
yeah,
be like, whoa, her.
yeah,
Um,
exactly.
I that would be a cool like trend if that starts being the thing of like,
Yeah,
oh, um,
yeah, and I think it's
anime
possible to
adaptation.
I think it's possible with One Piece, especially because they move to island so much that you can
Oh yeah,
have these big name celebrity people who are on for those 2 episodes or however many episodes that arc is,
yeah,
because they don't need to pay crazy amount. They can just be like, here's good money for these 2 episodes, and it's not going to go crazy into their budget, but they
yeah.
still get that big name to market and get draw people in with someone like Jamie Lee Curtis into it. And she really does look just like Dr. Kuroha. Like, it is
I've been seeing the
crazy.
pictures.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like I
and
said,
her
I haven't
favorite
really.
character is Tony Chopper, which is that arc is the introduction of Tony Chopper, and she's friends with the voice actress who does Tony Chopper. So she already has ties to One Piece.
Man, I like I said, I haven't watched One Piece yet. Remember some of the anime when I was a kid, but this was granted when it's the English dub first came out to the US. So,
Yeah,
but no, like the fact that she is down for that,
yeah,
I always love because sometimes you hear actors passing on roles or thinking, oh, it's kind of like beneath them, things like that. The fact that she is so game for something like that, I
yeah.
hope one, because just how we're talking so much about her, this situation, but Jamie Lee Curtis is
It's
just
just a
such an
great
amazing
person.
actress.
Yeah,
And like anything she did, played one of the most iconic final girls, if not the most straight up the most iconic final girl in the history of the genre. Not
yeah,
only that, but constantly playing so many great characters.
yeah.
Freaky Friday, Knives Out.
Yeah,
You know,
she's
uh,
constantly in great stuff.
whether it's TV, whether it's in film, she is like one of the best actresses out there. And I know she finally got her Oscar and stuff like that. I mean, long time coming, but like
Yeah,
one of the best careers an actor or actress could aspire to have.
yeah, exactly. So what I'm hoping from this whole thing is she makes an alliance with Oda so that way we can confirm in this Brantsteele that Jamie Lee Curtis is going to be in season 2 of One Piece.
Bro, an A-lister being on that show, like an
Yeah,
A-lister, like
yeah,
that'd be insane.
yeah. A top name that's is guaranteeing millions of people will tune in just to watch her.
I mean, like, yeah. But yeah, like I
Yeah.
mean, I kind of like went over a little bit of like Jamie Lee's backstory and stuff, but um, you can do you have more to add?
No, I just think she's probably one of the best women actresses, at least in the last like 20 or 30 years. Um,
Longer than that even.
She's been doing it longer, but like I don't think anyone in the last 20 or 30 years has honestly been is honestly in the same contention, at least in my opinion. Um, so yeah, I just thought, I wanted to bring a good actress, that's kind of fits maybe an older category because I had some younger people
Yeah,
who I had been bringing. So I thought Jamie Lee Curtis was a good pick.
I agree. I agree. All right. Next up, we have Judy Blume. You know, the famous children's author. Well, author in general. She has also gravitated away from that. Why I chose her now, granted, I have not really read any of her books,
Uh-huh.
but I chose her because my old roommate and I we watched a documentary about her because like she's one of those celebrities like she has like a reputation that like precedes her. She's known for like her books and them being timeless, things like that. And then for her, like, like they're made for kids, but they don't shy away from like, you know, the stuff that kids are going through from this time that isn't like, like Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. I haven't seen the
Uh-huh.
movie yet. I didn't read the book, but like, it's like, oh, okay, like during this documentary, she was like, yeah, I did a thing about, adolescents, women, young women going through their period, and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
And like that being like a soul like thing of like, hey, like she got rejected from so many publishers that were like, no, that's not for kids. But it was like, but kids are going through this. Why are we lying to them? Um, she's bold, honest,
Mhm.
brave woman, and like just like what she had to go through during her life and stuff. I think she's very strong. I think she has a very nice demeanor, and yeah, she owns her own bookstore now, and yeah, she's living a pretty good life, or at least according to the documentary.
Uh-huh.
But yeah,
Nice, nice. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I've read Judy Blume books growing up. So I got I enjoy her. Not I don't think I was like in love with the Judy Blume books. It was kind of like something that I'd occasionally stumble upon and read. Um, but yeah, excited to see how she does.
yeah.
Okay, moving
So I'm
on.
eating nuts, guys.
Yeah, yeah. Eat these nuts. Okay, so moving on to the required WWE pick that I'm bringing to this tribe, and I picked Kofi Kingston, Kofi Mania, one of the most popular superstars in WWE. Someone who it took years for him to win the big main championship. Um,
Yeah.
and only honestly won that championship because someone got injured like leading up to this big match, and then he basically had just this crazy two big performances where he had a gauntlet match and he made it so close to winning it, and the entire crowd was like erupting wanting him to win. Then he enters the elimination chamber, a big six-man match, and yet again comes out just close to winning it. That and the crowd was going crazy for him. That literally WWE had to change their plans and say, "Okay, I guess we're going to let him have a main event match at WrestleMania," which he ends
Hmm.
up winning.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like a guaranteed Hall of Famer. He's part of the New Day faction, which is one of the biggest merchandise sellers WWE has ever seen. Um, just he's just a fun guy. Clearly a really good natured guy who he could have gone off on his own singles run for a long time, but chose to stick with the New Day because he's such good friends with them and he wants to elevate them all up to that next level.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, I always kind of think things like that is admirable. Admirable,
Hmm.
especially because, like, when it comes to show business, WWE being no different in the sense it is a show.
Yeah.
Um, it's always one of those things where it's like, oh, don't forget the people who were there with you in the beginning, stuff like that. And it's pretty cool that, he's following suit and being like, yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
letting go of my friends.
Yeah. Yeah, he's also known as Mr. Royal Rumble because in the Royal Rumble, it's like a throw people over the top rope, hit the ground, both feet hit the ground is like the rules. And
Yeah.
he is known for having these very innovative spots that send him over the top rope. Both feet do not touch the ground though, and then he manages to get back in somehow. Like one time he got thrown over but he lands on like a office chair and then slides the office chair back into the ring to get himself back in. Um, he does crazy like jumping from the barricade back into the ring, which is like a really big distance. Like
Yeah.
the chances of failure are super high, and he can do it. Um, so yeah, he's just I will say though, he has done it the last 2 years and has failed. Like straight up, he has failed those spots, which I think is a little unfortunate. Um, Also, John Hennigan, if you remember John Hennigan from Survivor,
Yeah.
he basically was Kofi Kingston before Kofi Kingston, doing those kind of stuff, and then Kofi Kingston came in, did it better, and then they were like, okay, we replaced you.
Yeah. I mean, no, I feel like from what you've told me, Kofi seems like a really cool dude.
Yeah,
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 I can get behind him.
yeah.
All right, next up, we have Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm surprised I haven't brought him in a ever. I was someone where I was like,
Yeah,
Leo back before Adam Driver was like one of my favorite actors of all time. I mean, as I've grown like older and stuff, I've been noticing like, more and more actors or actresses that I'm like I gravitate towards, but Leo always has been up there, like always been in the top five.
uh-huh.
Very talented actor, very from even an early age. You know, never gives up, always gives it his all in anything he does. You know, I mean he's Leo, so it's hard to like not like him. I know like
Yeah,
yeah, he dates younger ladies, stuff like that, and that can be a little but like at the same time, like I just appreciate the man's talent so much. And if I could ever live up to be half of the actor he is, I I would be honored.
yeah. Yeah, I think I gained a lot of respect for him honestly in Django when he had that one moment where he smashed his hands into the
Yeah.
glass and kept going through it and didn't break character. Like I think 90% of actors, if not more, would have broke
Yelled
character
cut.
there. They would have been like, fuck ah, and then like would have, immediately tried to get help there. But he said, no, we're going until the end of this take. I'm going to make this like a part of it now.
Yeah. Um, and him and Django, him and Revenant, and like the amounts of like stuff he was gonna go towards that. Because for that one, he's like, I'm winning this damn Oscar. I will
Yeah.
freeze to death. I will get frostbite. I will do whatever it takes. Um, he's funny. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I recently, a couple months ago, rewatched that because it was been a while.
Uh-huh.
Loved him in that. I'm excited for his new Scorsese thing. It's like Flowers of the Moon. I'm
Uh-huh.
forgetting like Killer Flowers of the Moon. I didn't read the book.
Uh-huh.
But like it's also one of those titles where it's pretty long, so it's like Killers of the Flower Moon, I think is what it's called. But like he looks great in that. Leo also had a reputation of being one of the most killed actors in Hollywood. He has he doesn't have the most on-screen deaths, but he's one of those actors where sometimes, for the longest time, he was associated with dying anytime he's in something.
Uh-huh.
Romeo and Juliet, Titanic, The Departed,
Yeah.
et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if he ends up dying here on Survivor.
First boot.
Yeah.
No, I don't want that to happen.
Yeah, yeah, same.
All right, next up, we have another very accomplished actress. We have Selma Hayek. I think she's hilarious. I think
Yeah.
she's very. She also, she's not only funny, she has this like grace about her as well.
Uh-huh.
She's stunning. You would not guess she was almost 60 by looking at her.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like
Well, yeah, one of the
she
actresses that just has not aged, it feels like. You look at something
no
from like 20, 30 years ago and it still feels like you're looking
yeah,
at her now.
very accomplished actress. Even though very brief part in Eternals, I still really enjoyed her character. She has this like grace, but it's like a grace that's like grounded. I know the two
Uh-huh.
can be the two seem sometimes like antonyms, but no, I feel like she has like a very well-rounded kind of like personality where she can be like very personable and very like jokey, but also can have this like grace behind her as well.
Uh-huh.
I think she's very, you know as an actor she has that range, but also as a person as well. So yeah, thought I'd bring her on.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I like Selma Hayek as well. You know, definitely a versatile actress, can be in comedies and dramas, action, uh, pretty much whatever she needs to be, she can kind of fit that role. So,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and you know, wanted to bring some. For me, it was hard not to bring any. I wanted to diversify it, but it seemed like as soon as I thought Salma Hayek, I don't want to get rid of her.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. So
Nice.
next up, we have Sarah Natacheni. Do you know who this is?
I mean, I know that you said that she was the voice actress for Ash Ketchum for 17 years.
17 years.
Yeah.
So basically, what happened was the original voice got replaced because basically Pokemon got bought out by a different like dubbing company slash localization. And it was for kids, then it got to something cheaper because Pokemania kind of died down a little bit. I think that played a factor into it.
Uh-huh.
But like, so basically she for the past 17 years has been voicing Ash Ketchum. 17 years as that role.
Yeah.
And just recently ended. Like part of the reason I also brought her was because you're like Ash is officially done because with the English adaptation and stuff, like it's only a matter of time before the next generation as in Rico comes to the Americas and stuff like that. Like she just finished recording everything. Just imagine playing a role for 17 years and like it's just insane.
Yeah.
Also, we don't have any. We usually don't have any like straight up voice actors or actresses on here. So
Yeah.
I felt like we were due. And I felt like because of the timing and everything and how this is like my token Pokemon pick or something related to that.
Yeah.
Um that I typically bring to these. And I'm like, no, I felt like Sarah definitely deserved it. But yeah.
Okay, nice, nice. Yeah, obviously you're gonna be rooting for her a lot as the Pokemon person. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
so yeah, nice. Okay, on to the last pick here for the Celebrity Tribe. We got Selena Gomez. Everyone probably knows her for like Wizards of Waverly Place, singer, songwriter, and now is on the show Only Murders in the Building with Steve Martin, Martin Short, which is, I think, such a crazy thing that she is like paired with, two of the most iconic comedy
Comedy
actors,
legends.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, of all time. So and they have like nothing but like good things to say about her. Like which is great, you know. So you might think that there might be like a hierarchy, and she's kind of just like there, but no, that they are down to be, you know, on the same plane with her, which is you know, really cool.
I mean, like she stole the show on Wizards of Waverly Place. Like,
Yeah,
she was the main character.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
even though it was like really the family and it was like all three kids, like she just like what she brings to her roles,
yeah,
any of her roles and stuff like that. She's fantastic
yeah,
and
exactly.
funny.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
super funny. And yeah, I also kind of wanted to diversify a little bit, get you know, Latina woman on here. So I thought
yeah.
Selena was a perfect fit.
Agreed. Agreed.
Okay, let's move on now to the fantasy tribe.
All right. So first off, we have a man, a demon, a poltergeist known as Beetlejuice. And that's the only time I'm going to say his name right now because BJ, so he is a basically he wants to become real. He wants to be in the, world of the living, stuff like that. And so he'll do any kind of tricks. He's someone that loves to scare people. He deep down is a lonely, kind of like sad sack, but at the same time, like, he's kind of a shitty person.
Yeah,
He's a jerk. He loves scaring people for the fuck of it. Yeah.
yeah.
And I think I don't typically bring a lot of zany characters or stuff, and especially since I worked the Beetlejuice musical, selling merch when I was out here in LA. I, still listen to the soundtrack, stuff like that. Beetlejuice, he's fun. He's a crazy dude, and we got the Michael Keaton version, the iconic, like
Yeah,
Beetlejuice he's cool.
yeah, they're
So
they're
I know
making a
I said it
sequel.
more than three times, so like
Yeah,
I
I'm
summed it.
I'm scared for if they're voting him off early, because that means that we're gonna have to read Beetlejuice 3 times. Like, I think you got to keep him around till Endgame, so that way you can't
Yeah.
try to get the like final four, just so that way it's three Beetlejuices. He's already gone. Doesn't matter what he does then.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's definitely going to cause a lot of chaos.
Yeah,
I'm concerned. I'd say, like, I know Ellie from the show The Last of Us, and I know Ramsey Bolton, I know Frank, and I know Connie, and I know those three can be kind of crazy. We've actually
yeah,
had Connie on the channel before.
yeah. I,
Um,
I was wondering. I was trying to find her, but I couldn't find her.
it was the original Fantasy Island.
Was it original?
She did not make it far.
Got it. Got it. Well, she's
But
getting her redemption here.
yeah, sometimes we bring back peeps.
Uh-huh.
But like, also like, I don't know, Big Mouth, we both love it. And so
Yeah.
we've run quite a few Big Mouth contestants, or characters on the show before. So yeah. But yeah. Guys,
Yeah.
but back to Beetlejuice. We'll get to Connie in a
Yeah.
second. But, Beetlejuice was he's this crazy dude. I think he also kind of reminds me, if you think about like the hair and kind of a personality, he's a little bit like Johnny Fairplay. Just like Johnny Fairplay, but a zombie that's on crack,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's Beetlejuice.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I like Beetlejuice. I love the musical. I love the movie. I'm excited for the sequel. Uh, so yeah, it's gonna have Jenna Ortega on it
Oh
as
yeah,
well. So yeah, it'll be fun.
I agree. I agree.
Okay. Now I would love, since we kind of talked about, I would love for this to be a love relationship between Beetlejuice and Connie, the hormone monstrous.
Fuck yes, I'm all behind it.
This would be the funniest thing ever. I mean, I think Beetlejuice has some of that hormone monster energy already. So now pair it with with Connie.
Beetlejuice is his own hormone monster.
Exactly. So yeah, Connie, obviously played by the wonderful Maya Rudolph, and is just such a fun character. Kind of showing that the women's hormones can be just as horny as the guys, if not even hornier at certain times. Um,
What?
uh,
Making that
yeah. But yeah, no, she's a lot of fun. Just crazy character, big personality, and I just thought I wasn't I thought we brought her previously, but I was like looking, I couldn't find her. I didn't go back to the original Fantasy Island because I was like, I don't think she got was brought back that far. I
I'm
thought
pretty
she
sure I
was
brought her for that because it was
yeah,
like, yeah.
yeah. Well, she's getting her redemption right here then.
Huh. Like I said, we love Big Mouth.
Yeah.
Um, so excited to have her back, and she's honestly one of the best characters from that universe.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. So we'll see. Missy had an okay performance, getting some fun moments from this last one. So we'll see how Connie does this time.
Pete, the Logic Rock, got totally fucked over.
Uh-huh.
I still think about that. I love that. I love that rock so much. But yeah. All right, next up, I'm surprised we've never brought anyone from the Fast universe. Now, to be fair, I did not see any Fast and Furious movie up until this year,
Uh-huh.
but because because Fast X looked pretty cool. It had Jason Momoa. It had one of my celebrity crushes, Danielle Melchior, in it. I felt so inclined to be like, let me finally watch it, especially since the like franchise is coming to an end supposedly soon.
Uh-huh.
I thought I'd give it a go, and so I
Yeah.
watched all the movies. I do enjoy them. It's not my favorite franchise, but I
Yeah.
like them for what they are. I think they're fun entertainment. And at the core, we have Dom Toretto,
Yeah. It's all
played by
about
Ben
family.
Diesel. It's all about family, cars, and using that Nas gas.
Uh-huh.
And then also like crazy ass stunts. And they do say someone. This was someone's hot take on Fast and the Furious, and it's like Fast and Furious are for people who would like anime but don't want to watch anime. Because you watch some of the like crazy feats that they accomplish in there, or sometimes the um physics defying stunts they do on there, or things where it's like, that is insane. What the heck? And especially in a modern age where a lot of movies like to be grounded in realism, even magic likes to be explained and scientific.
Uh-huh.
Um, for a franchise where we'll have cars bungee jumping, people going up in space, or hey, kid, jump from this one swinging car to my car. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dom, he's very family oriented. He's been on both sides of the law before, as a criminal, as a helping out, the country, the world even, all for the greater good. And all he wants to be now is a dad and stuff. But the thing is, it's like he's too good for his own good. And he's like the best driver out there.
Mhm.
He is someone where he does have a big honor and everything. He'll accept a challenge. Like one of my favorite parts in eight is Fast Eight is when basically he's helping out his cousin, and then he was like his cousin's ride was making made fun of, and then he's like to the guy that was making fun of his car, he's like, all right, how about we race him for your car and all that. It's like, and the dude was like, all right, yeah, but you have to use your cousin's shitty car. And then Dom was like, all right, I'll use this shitty car. And he won with the shitty car. But he did it in such like a crazy ass way. It was so cool.
Uh-huh.
But yeah.
Nice,
All
nice.
right. So yeah. Thought Dom would be fun.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, let's see how he does. He's going to definitely be good in physical challenges. He can do a lot of crazy things athletically. That especially later on in the series.
Oh,
So yeah.
definitely, definitely.
Okay, moving on next to Ellie from The Last of Us video game, not the TV show, but from the video game.
Yeah.
And you know, she has had to go through a lot to survive in that world. So yeah, she basically is someone who pretty much carries like the cure for the virus that's the spores that have pretty much
Yeah.
taken over the world, that has created everyone into these kind of like mutants. It almost feels like they're zombies in some way. Like it kind of has that aesthetic feel to it. Um, and yeah, she's in the first game, she's pretty much just someone that your main character Joel is kind of like trying to protect and everything. But in the second game, especially, she starts kind of getting a lot more like you're controlling her. She kind of has to start stepping up, even though she's still pretty young. You know, she's having to learn how to shoot,
Yeah.
kill a lot of things on the regular, defending this little town that she ends up being a part of. Um, and yeah, it's she has to grow up very quickly. She
Yeah.
can't she can't do a lot of things that a lot of the most kids these days are able to do. And I just think that she's going to have a lot of great survival aspects for Survivor. She's going to know when to cut people's throats, how to survive in the jungle. So yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I haven't played the games. I love the show. I think Bella Ramsey's portrayal of Ellie, like they did a phenomenal job. But yeah, I know some of the things that happen in the games because like they happen in the show and
yeah,
stuff, and then like some like I've seen some of the comparison videos.
yeah,
She is a one of the badassest kids you will ever see.
yeah,
So
definitely.
yeah, I think it's pretty cool that you brought her.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Okay, now going on to my anime pick here. My anime pick. It's from an anime I just started watching recently, so I haven't gotten super far into it. But
Yeah.
I was watching. I was like, I'm bringing her the first chance I get, and that is Eve Burton from the anime Birdie's Wing, which is a sports anime about golf.
Ooh,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, and but it's not normal golf. Okay, she's playing mafia golf. Basically, imagine playing golf and the loser dies.
Yep, that makes sense. I
Yeah,
was like, think as soon as you said mafia, I'm like, oh, loser dies.
yeah, yeah, it's high stakes. She's betting. She basically is playing all of this to provide for her like found family. That I guess that's what you would call it. It's a bunch of people who kind of aren't biologically related to her, but they're kind of all staying together. They're basically living in a building that's not even theirs, and they have to bribe cops to let them stay there and not get arrested.
Yeah.
So they need to get a lot of money very frequently, and so she ends up um, playing golf, and it starts off doing a lot more kind of like facing off against big people who have a lot of money who are basically just betting against her and they're just playing on their own. But
Mm,
eventually she needs to start getting more money, and so she ends up joining, not even joining, she just ends up having to partake in some of these big golf stakes in order to survive. But she also ends up finding someone who's basically even better than her. That's a actual pro level golfer who's in the pro scene and isn't a part of this golf mafia golf. And so she's
mm.
trying to enter that world and play against her, but the mafia golf keeps trying to pull her back into playing in their world. So
That's what they do. That's what the mafia does. Not that I
exactly.
have any experience,
Yeah, yeah,
but
in where I am currently in the anime, like there's a mafia hit on her, like they're trying to kill her, so she had to move to Japan. She's actually from Europe,
uh,
but she had to move to Japan to play with that one girl who is like her friendly rival. And so yeah, the mafia is definitely in search of her though, and if they find her, will be trying to kill her.
damn.
Yeah. But yeah, she's a badass. Her whole golf style is I don't know if you've played much golf, but there's
Only
like
mini golf.
there's like the green that you kind of always stick on, like you're always trying to stay on the green.
Yeah.
She says, "Nah, I'm going to go for whatever the quickest route is to the hole." So even if that is going through trees, she's
Yeah.
going to hit the ball through trees.
No, also, like, yeah. I mean, in a way, that makes sense. I mean,
Yeah.
it's you get the penalty, like if it if you fail that, but
Yeah.
like, you know,
Yeah, oh, and that's why she's a gambler, like, she takes big risks.
yeah.
She wants to, bet it all in order to win, and yeah, she can hit the ball, like, 300 meters far, which is pretty good, especially since she's only 15 years old.
Fuck.
Yeah. So, yeah,
Very cool.
that's Eve Burton.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yep. Okay, moving on next to Frank Reynolds from Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and he is an absolute crazy person, definitely a villain. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
almost everyone on that cast is a villain.
They're all shitty. They're
Yeah,
all shitty.
they're all
They're
shitty.
lovable, but they're shitty.
Yeah, yeah. I think Frank's the least lovable in terms of it. I mean, we love laughing at him, but like you wouldn't want to be around him.
No. I mean, Danny DeVito, but I mean, like,
Yeah,
he's amazing. It's funny. We were
yeah.
talking in a break room and we were like, would you rather face 10 Danny DeVito side elephants or elephant size Danny DeVito? Because we were talking about how much we love Danny DeVito and someone's like, hey, this like but like Frank Reynolds, one of my favorite episodes or one of my favorite holiday specials is the Christmas one.
Yeah.
And the moment that just gets me is the one where he's in the couch
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
and he
It's like,
just comes out of it all sweaty and like just
yeah,
in his, I'm like, what the hell? Like
yeah,
this man, like Frank is unhinged. He is gross. He is crazy,
yeah.
but we love him.
He's so funny. Yeah. The show honestly wouldn't have worked if they didn't get Danny DeVito for Frank Reynolds. They even said like the Rob McElhenney said, uh, yeah, the show's not if Danny DeVito said no or they couldn't get him, the show was going to be canceled after season one.
Yeah. I mean, he
So
adds so much to it. Like,
yeah, he was the missing piece to the whole show. And now he's still doing it. And he's, I think like 79 now. Uh,
it's it's the longest running sitcom.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
Live action sitcom, I should say.
it's guaranteed at least two more seasons. I personally think it's going to go to 20 and then call it. I think they're going to make it. I think they're going to try to get to 20. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, he's still down to do it, even though he basically took the part already in the 60s, which is crazy.
I mean, I love actors that are like, I know like it's because he has one hell of a, repertoire before that even.
Yeah,
Like doing big blockbusters even. And so like the fact
exactly.
he was like, yeah, let me do this show. This guy looks funny.
Yeah.
Um, but no, Frank is also rich. He's a big asshole. I remember him. I keep going back to the Christmas episodes, but they're so freaking hilarious. Where he's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna spend something on me. Screw you guys." Um, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
it's good. So yeah, I'm rooting for Frank, one of the funniest characters in television.
I'm surprised, to be honest, you did not bring him earlier.
Yeah,
Like,
I was debating with him or Charlie that one time,
yeah,
and I decided Charlie. But yeah, now Frank's getting his opportunity.
very nice.
Yeah,
All right. Next up, we have from The Boys, Kimiko Miyashiro, Shiro, my bad. And yeah, so Kimiko, she is a soup, and basically she has super strength. And when we first meet her, she's extremely feral and everything like that. Thing about Kimiko, she is mute. She is nonverbal. Um, she cannot speak. But like, she's very kind-hearted, once you get to know her and stuff. It's just when we first meet her, she's been through a lot of shit. But, you know, just very nice. Has this kind of like wonderment to her because like, her childhood was so rough that like, the simple things that are like we take for granted and stuff, like she's experiencing and she enjoys it. Like it's a great balance between like the raging monster and this sweet young woman.
Hmm.
And we see it multiple times. And played brilliantly by Karen Fukuhara. But yeah, Kimiko is like the boys have so many great characters on there, but like Kimiko was like one of the ones where it was like, you know what? I feel like she'd be a pretty interesting pick to bring. So yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I haven't seen The Boys, so I don't know too much about her.
Yeah. I basically gave you the
Yeah.
simplification of it, yeah. But basically, in the boys, superheroes are kind of like celebrities, but just like, how Hollywood is corrupt and all that,
Uh-huh.
so is superheroes. And,
Yeah.
it's this whole thing where the company that funds like the big superhero teams and whatnot also funds some underground shit as well,
Uh-huh.
and are the reason why superheroes exist. And it's like this whole like giant conspiracy that they're trying to like blow up, and that's kind of the premise of the show. And like she's one of these peeps.
Got it.
But yeah,
Nice, nice. Well, we'll see how Kimiko does. Her being mute might be a problem with the social game. Um,
a bit. But I also thought we may have brought babies or people that may speak different languages, but we've never brought someone who's like straight up mute.
yeah.
So yeah, I thought
Okay.
that was another, element to add to the game.
Nice, nice. Awesome.
All right. Now, this is maybe a deep cut for some of you people, but this is Major Chip Hazard. Now, basically, he is a toy. And this is like, it's not like a Toy Story situation. So he is from the movie called Small Soldiers, and that was my favorite movie growing up. Like, it was just super cool. I remember seeing it in the bin at a Blockbuster,
Yeah.
really aging myself right here. And I was
Yeah.
like, ooh, it looked cool. Um, and then it was like my favorite movie when I was like in elementary school. And
Yeah.
so Major Chip Hazard. So basically, for context of the movie, um, there's this company and they're trying to launch these toys. And there's the Commando Elites, which are the soldiers, like you see here, and he's the leader of it. And then the Gorgonites, which are like these monsters. And originally, like the guy that created the Gorgonites were like, oh no, they're supposed to be, like friendly creatures. And then the CEO who just bought the company was like, no, we're gonna have them fight each other. Have the, soldiers fight the monsters. Kids love
Mhm.
action. And so the thing is, when they were making the toys, they used military grade computer chips and AI. AI being a hot topic, another reason why I brought him. And so, like, the programming for this guy was like, all right, we need to destroy the Gorgonites, and anyone who obeys or anyone who aids them is an enemy. So, like, Major Chip Hazard, starts getting knives and stuff and taking like real world stuff and then make weaponizing like, gardening tools and all
Yeah.
that, and all of his commandos, elites, and everything, voiced by Tommy Lee Jones. Like this
Yeah.
dude was like kick ass.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll date myself here. I definitely remember having the VHS tape of this
Yeah,
movie.
same.
Like so yeah, I definitely remember watching this. Man, it's been years though. So
I found it at Amoeba not too long ago. Definitely post 2020. And
uh,
then when I was like, you know what, let me watch this because like I said, this was a movie that I loved growing up and I haven't seen it in a while.
uh,
Um
still
Kristen
holds up.
Stewart, it holds up. I
Uh,
enjoy it. And then also Kirsten Dunst is in it.
uh,
One of her earlier roles before Mary Jane.
yeah.
So that's kind of fun. If you David Cross is also in it,
Uh,
Dennis Leary,
yeah.
and like I said, um, Tommy Lee Jones. So like some pretty big actors in this. Even if
Nice.
they weren't like that big at the time. Like
Yeah.
obviously Tommy Lee Jones was big
Yeah.
already, but
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Nice. Well, I definitely think he's going to be a bit of a villain on this. I mean, there's a lot of villains on this fantasy tribe.
Yeah. We'll get to one Well, obviously Michonne's not the villain,
Yeah.
but no. Also, I thought it would be funny because originally I was gonna bring someone else, but I was like thinking, I was like in my living room, I saw the DVD, I was like, you know what, Major Chip Hazard. Also, I thought amongst all these like people, let's bring a toy,
Yeah.
but an evil AI.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Nice.
All
Okay.
right. Next up, we have from The Walking Dead, Michonne. Well, one of the best characters from the show. One of the most, if we're talking strong women, she's like, I feel like one of the prime examples, especially in the modern age, of like a well written, very strong woman,
Mhm.
very friendly, and especially the actress name, Daniela Guerrero. I've never heard her name out loud, so sorry. But she also is Okoye in the Black Panther franchise slash MCU, and like Michonne, like she's fierce and stuff, but she has this soft, sensitive side. Um, Pretty much becomes the mother of like Carl Grimes and stuff, and like
Yeah.
basically Rick's children throughout that. Very strong, natural born leader. She's been through a lot, but at the same time, like she perseveres and stuff. Um, Great with a weapon, great survivalist. You kind of have to be in the zombie apocalypse. So I think
Yeah.
her and Ellie will probably get along pretty well. I can see her and Kimiko also. I can see like I can. I don't want to be sexist, say women's alliance, but like women's alliance, I'd say Ellie, Kimiko, and Michonne would be a great like triple threat. You know.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
So
I
yeah,
mean, I think Eve is in there as well. I think Eve can easily join. She's had to fight to survive pretty much
yeah,
her whole life.
that's fair. That's fair. Connie, you can be their fifth.
Yeah,
Not
Connie's fit.
saying that.
Maybe bring Connie in to get Beetlejuice in for like one vote, and then cast them to
Oh
the
yeah.
side. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like Dom is gonna try and get the fantasy team. No, no, all of us are making the merge.
Yeah.
There's nothing. Yeah.
Well, not one of us is
Um,
going out. If we have to go to tribal council, we're taking out Joe and Ryan.
we're gonna vote out Jeff first.
Yeah. If we all vote Jeff, then he has to go home.
Mhm. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well, I'm excited for Michonne. I like The Walking Dead. So yeah, we'll see how she does here. Okay. On to the last one, and maybe the biggest villain of this entire cast. We got Ramsay Bolton from Game of Thrones, and my God, this guy sucks so hard. I hate him so bad.
Agreed.
But
He's
at the same time, he had such great television moments in terms of
oh yeah.
the things he was doing to Theon Greyjoy.
And just in general, the man is
Yeah.
sadistic as
Yeah. Oh
like
yeah. He loves
you.
seeing people in pain and suffering, and is literally like he is clinically insane. Like
Yeah.
that's like his whole thing is he wants to just see people suffer.
I will say, you said biggest villain on the season. Maybe
Uh-huh.
one of the biggest villains we have ever brought.
Yeah. Oh
Of
yeah.
like pure chaotic evil. Just like as soon as you
Yeah.
did that, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
will say my biggest like the biggest missed opportunity of that show was not having him and Joffrey Baratheon interact. I feel like those
Yeah.
two. Maybe George R. Martin was like, no, these two cannot meet. They will destroy everything.
Yeah, yeah, it'll ruin the entire universe. Like their evilness will just create like a black hole that will just suck up everything because
Yeah,
of
but like
how.
Ramsey Bolton,
Yeah,
very sadistic leader. Does he gains power and he does it in
yeah,
like whatever way. He'll kill babies if he has to.
yep,
Yeah, he doesn't give a
yeah,
fuck.
yeah. He's cut off Theon's private parts,
Yeah,
which it's still one of the worst things I think that's they've done in the show.
yeah, yeah.
uh, so yeah, yeah, huge villain, and weirdly though, the fact that this tribe has so many villains might potentially help him in this game.
Tom is just surrounded by bad guys.
Yeah, how is he gonna? Is this your family, Dom?
I feel like I don't know. I feel like Frank is maybe misguided.
I think he's going to try to join the celebrities and be like, "I'm Vin Diesel now."
Yeah. All right.
Okay. So yeah, who are your top three on the celebrity tribe?
I'm gonna have to go with Leo, Sarah, and Jamie Lee Curtis.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Dave, Ichiro, and Jamie Lee.
Pretty solid options.
Yep, yep. And then Fantasy Tribe. I'm gonna go Beetlejuice. I'll go I'll go Eve. And you know what? Just because I want to see villains do well, I'm gonna pick Ramsey Bolton.
You crazy bastard.
Yeah.
I feel like if this would no, if you had zero morals, I could see you being a Ramsey Bolton. If you had like no morals at all and you
Yeah.
went completely insane,
Yeah. I
um,
definitely have a bit of a look at the Ramsey Bolton. Like
I was about to say I didn't want to be straight up like, hey, but I mean like,
yeah.
if I squint my eyes,
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, I'd say for me, I also want Beetlejuice to do well, Dom Toretto, and I'd say I'm like torn between Kimiko and Michonne, and then an honorable mention for Major Chip Hazard. So
Nice.
basically, all the people I fucking brought.
Yeah. Okay. Let's hop right into it then. No alliances on either tribe here.
All right,
And the celebrity tribe wins reward. They win Flint and 20 pounds of beans.
very good.
But the fantasy tribe wins immunity.
Okay,
Selena has a major meltdown.
we lost to a toy.
Jamie and Selena have a minor disagreement. And Sarah is impressing the rest of the team.
Very nice.
Beetlejuice has a major meltdown.
It's like, Connie's not talking to me or anything.
uh, okay. Well, I'm going to go with Selena, I guess.
Unfortunately, that's all we have to go off of, really.
Yeah, she had two bad things that just happened to her. So, first vote goes to Kofi. Second vote goes to Judy. Third vote goes to Kofi. Fourth vote goes to Kofi. Fifth vote goes to Judy. Sixth vote goes to Kofi. Seventh vote goes to Judy. Eighth vote goes to Judy. Ninth vote goes to Kofi. And
That's
Kofi
fucked.
Kingston. Well, they just lost their physical strength right there.
That's fucked. Dude.
That's you should not vote out your strongest physical player at the first
Not this
tribal.
early on, no.
Yeah. So DiCaprio, Judy, Obama, Oda, Salma, and Sarah voted Kofi. Dave, Jamie, Kofi, and Selena voted Judy.
You're not off to a good start.
No. Well, already that's the worst placement definitely from a wrestler so far. the
Man.
first boots. Okay. Who wins immunity? And the fantasy tribe wins immunity. They also win fishing gear.
Dang.
Oda has a major meltdown. Selena has a major meltdown. What is happening?
They're like, they're not even real people.
Judy and Selma have a major fights. And we have our first alliance between Obama, DiCaprio, and Sarah.
Interesting.
Oh my gosh. And Ramsey Bolton finds the hidden immunity idol.
No.
Oh no.
No. No.
Well, Frank and Chip have a small. The tiny man and the tiny soldier.
He's probably like, What are you doing? Why are you a toy? It's like, I don't appreciate that. I am a major. You're good, sir. Just going
Uh,
back and forth like that.
this tribe is so lucky as Dom because Dom is probably keeping this tribe together to win these challenges. And
Agreed.
this tribe, though, I think is just ready to just. Oh no, Dom and
Well,
Kimiko have a major fight.
come on, Dom.
Frank has a major meltdown.
What the hell why is there so much chaos?
Yeah, this tribe, this game is so far just everyone is not having a good time. But we got our first alliance here between Beetlejuice, Dom, Eve, Michonne, and Ramsey.
I don't. Why?
And the hormone monstrous rested camp to restore energy.
Good God.
Well, um, I'm gonna still just say it's Selena. I mean, she's not had a good showing.
Nope.
First vote goes to Selena. Second vote goes to Jamie. Third vote goes to Selena. Fourth vote goes to Selena. Fifth vote goes to Jamie. Sixth vote goes to Selena, and Selena voted out 7-2.
Dang.
Salma was the only one to vote with Selena. Okay.
We don't get that tribe swap for a while, so
Nope. They better start winning some of these challenges, the celebrities. Okay. Immunity. And the fantasy tribe wins immunity again.
dude.
Okay, they also win chairs, pillows, a blanket, a tarp, and rope. Jamie and Sarah bond strongly.
Very nice.
Jamie is impressing the rest of the team. It's all there. Beetlejuice and Ellie have a small fight. Dom and Chip have a minor disagreement.
Oh my God.
Okay, and Ramsey leaves this alliance.
Why the hell was he in there in the first place?
Oh, I think he just got information. I think he joined just to get information so he could blow this group up.
Probably.
Okay.
It's really Salma because she was outside the boats.
True. Yeah. I guess I'll go Selma. First vote goes to Judy. Second vote goes to Oda. Third vote goes to Judy. Fourth vote goes to Oda. Fifth vote goes to Oda. Sixth vote goes to Judy. It's an author right here.
Yeah.
Seventh vote goes to Judy.
Dang.
And Judy Bloom taken out. Dave, Jamie, and Judy. Okay. Well, they need to start winning some of these challenges because they are not doing good.
No.
Okay, reward challenge. And the fancy try win reward. They win a visit by a local bushman. But they managed to win immunity.
Okay. They get a little break before tribe swap is next
And
episode, right?
Leonardo DiCaprio finds the hidden immunity idol.
Very nice.
Yeah, I think the tribe swap is here. Maybe it's in episode 6. Obama and Oda have minor disagreements. Apparently, Obama doesn't like One Piece.
No.
And DiCaprio leaves the alliance of Obama and Sarah.
He's like, I have an idol now. I don't need to do that.
Kimiko and Ramsey bond strongly.
No. Stay away.
Uh-oh. Kimiko and Chip find something in common. Beetlejuice and Ramsey have a small fight as a new alliance forms between Connie, Eve, Kimiko, Major Chip Hazard, Michonne, and Ramsey.
Oh no. It's the anti-family alliance.
Yeah.
But we do have four of the 5 ladies on one thing. We are missing one, unfortunately. We are missing Ellie.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna say I think Ramsey is controlling this tribe right now. I think he's doing good. I think Beetlejuice is in some trouble.
I'm gonna say Frank or Dom.
Okay. First vote goes to Frank. Second vote goes to Ellie. Third vote goes to Ellie. Fourth vote goes to Ellie.
Oh no.
Fifth vote goes to Ellie. Sixth vote goes to Ellie. Wow, everyone just votes out Ellie.
They're like, we're not having a kid on here. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
A little toy AI thing, yeah. Not a kid.
but not a kid.
She's been through enough.
Yeah. let her get to Ponderosa, eat some foods, relax. Okay. Who wins immunity? The celebrity tribe wins immunity.
Pulling her around.
They're turning it around.
That's the right phrase.
Jamie is impressing the rest of the team.
She keeps doing that.
Jamie works hard at camp and becomes tired. Chip and Ramsey bond strongly.
Oh, hell no.
And a new alliance formed between Beetlejuice, Frank, Kimiko, and Ramsey.
Oh, he's after Dom.
Yeah. Yeah, he's literally just trying to target Dom by making alliances besides Dom.
Yeah. I think Dom is gone. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Ramsey's just honestly playing the game right now, harder than anyone.
Oh, yeah.
First vote goes to Chip. Second vote goes to Frank. Third vote goes to Beetlejuice. Fourth vote goes to Frank. Fifth vote goes to Frank. Sixth vote goes to Frank and Frank.
Oh, man.
Wow. That sucks. Did Ramsey? Okay, no, Ramsey was on the outs. He voted Beetlejuice.
Or maybe he's just doing that so it's like, you know.
Yeah.
Danny DeVito's been on our channel before.
Yeah, and I don't think he did very well.
He did not.
No. Okay. Moving on here. Who wins rewards? And is the celebrity tribe. They win steak, sausages, vegetables, condiments, and wine for reward.
Very nice.
And the celebrity tribe wins immunity. I think that evens it up right here.
It does.
Somehow they've turned everything around. As Oda has a major meltdown, and then he has a second major meltdown.
Why?
He's freaking out because One Piece had to stop while he's out there on the island, and he's not used to taking breaks.
He's trying to draw Monkey D. Luffy in the sand.
Yeah. We got a new alliance here between Obama, Dave, Jamie, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Sarah.
Well.
Eve and Chip bond slightly. Chip and Michonne bond slightly. And Beetlejuice loses the lion, leaving Kimiko with Ramsey.
No, you take her with you. Actually, those are both terrible men to be in alliance with, but like, I prefer her with Beetlejuice than Ramsey Bolton.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I think Ramsey plays as I think maybe he's losing favor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Dom or Ramsey.
Okay. I'm gonna still say Beetlejuice. I think he left the Lions because Ramsey's targeting him. First vote goes to Dom. Second vote goes to Chip. Third vote goes to Chip. Fourth vote goes to Chip. Fifth vote goes to Beetlejuice.
That's not
Sixth vote goes to Beetlejuice. Seventh vote goes to Beetlejuice. One vote left. And it's Chip still. Wow. He was doing good. I thought Chip was like making alliances and relationships.
They were like, guys, do we really want a toy? Do we really want AI to take over?
Yeah, wow.
This is how AI takes over.
So yeah, that's Beetlejuice, Dom, Eve, and Michonne voted Chip. Hormone Monstrous, Kimiko, and Ramsey voted Beetlejuice, and Chip on his own voted Dom.
Dude.
Wow. Okay, some of the villains on the Fantasy Tribe going home. Okay, so the Celebrity Tribe stands together. Two female members of the celebrity tribe will stay as Jamie Lee and Sarah. Salma will be going to the fantasy tribe. Obama and Portnoy will be staying on the celebrity tribe. Oda and DiCaprio will be going to the fantasy tribe. And the fantasy tribe stands together. Connie and Michonne stay. Eve and Kimiko go to the celebrity tribe. Dom and Ramsey stays on the fantasy tribe. Beetlejuice goes to the celebrity tribe. So here's what they now look like.
That was a little confusing and jarring.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why this one is like that and they don't just send us straight here.
It wasn't even like a schoolyard pick thing. I don't
No,
know.
it just says these people are saying these people are going. Why not just send us here?
Yeah. All
Okay.
right.
Well, yeah, these are our new tribes. Fantasy tribe still having control over here, and celebrity tribe controlling over here.
All right.
Okay, at least Kimiko has been separated from Ramsey.
Yes.
Okay, who wins? Immunity. And it is the celebrity tribe.
Very good. Very good.
Beetlejuice and Kimiko have a small fight.
Beetlejuice, stop.
Sarah's impressed the rest of the team. Dave is completely worn out, but is not giving up.
That face looks very worn out.
Yeah. Yeah, he's used to having a caloric intake of pizza every day. And now
Yeah.
that he doesn't have that, he just how can he have the the strength to do anything? Kimiko is injured but gets treated and can stay in the game. Hormone Monstrous is impressed with the rest of the team as Kimiko leaves this alliance of Connie, Eve, her, Michonne, and Ramsey. Okay.
I say Ramsey.
I'm going to say we're losing Selma.
All right.
First vote goes to Selma. Second vote goes to Oda. Third vote goes to Selma. Fourth vote goes to Selma. Fifth vote goes to Oda. And Selma Hayek
You
voted
called
out.
it.
Yep.
I will also say both idols are on this tribe.
Yeah. Yeah, true. DiCaprio only one voting with Selma.
Guess he's
Okay.
happy as that idol right now.
Yeah. Yeah. I think this is also the last vote before the merge.
Yeah.
But the merge boot still does not make jury. So,
It does not.
okay. Reward challenge. Fantasy Tribe wins reward. They win a trip to another island with a coffee bar, cookies, croissants, and brownies.
Nice.
And that fuels them to win immunity. They are safe. Okay. Obama and Kimiko have a minor disagreement. Eve and Jamie bond slightly. And Dave leaves this alliance. And Obama works hard at camp and becomes tired.
Very hands-on leader.
Yep. DiCaprio and Ramsey have a major fight. And Ramsey now leaves this alliance. He follows Kimiko.
You stay away. I'm going to say Dave, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm going to say Dave too. First vote goes to Kimiko. Second vote goes to Kimiko. Third vote goes to Beetlejuice. Fourth vote goes to Beetlejuice. Fifth vote goes to Beetlejuice. Oh no, we said Beetlejuice 3 times.
In a row.
And there it is. He gets voted out.
It was the 3 that sends him back to the other side.
Yep. Okay, well, Kimiko manages to get rid of him, which was definitely
1 down, 1 to go.
Yeah. Okay, and we're here at the merge. Let's do our little assessment here of who's left in the game.
I think Jamie Lee Curtis is playing a pretty strong game.
Yeah.
I think Kimiko is just ending up in these weird predict. I don't think she's playing a bad game. I think she's playing a great game. It's just that it's that whole thing with Beetlejuice and Ramsey.
Yeah.
DiCaprio is playing a cool game, and so is Oda. I would say that's kind of like my take on things.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's pretty fair. Definitely look out still for Obama. I think Obama's someone to definitely watch out for. Yeah, yeah, I think you pretty much nailed it on the head though with everyone else. Okay. Immunity. And Oda wins the first immunity of the season.
Very good.
Good on him. Good on him. Eve and Michonne find something in common.
Survive.
Yep. And Obama leaves his alliance. Well,
I don't know. Does Obama have anyone else?
no, I think he just left his only people who were allied with him.
That doesn't look good for him.
No. Uh, I'm going to say it's either Obama or I'll say Kimiko because I do think Kimiko has had some heat on her that maybe might come back to her.
That's fair. That's fair.
Ramsey uses the idol on Kimiko. Okay.
It's part of his manipulation.
Yeah, he's trying to make her be loyal to her for the rest of the game. First vote goes to Kimiko, does not count. Second vote goes to Kimiko, does not count. Third vote goes to Kimiko, does not count. Fourth vote goes to Kimiko, does not count. Fifth vote goes to Kimiko, does not count. Sixth vote goes to Kimiko, does not count.
Played correctly.
Seventh vote goes to Kimiko, does not count. Eighth vote goes to Kimiko, does not count. Ninth vote goes to Kimiko, does not count. 10th vote goes to Obama. And Obama has just been idled out of the game.
By Ramsey Bolton. That is a very Ramsey
Yeah.
Bolton thing to do.
Yeah, Bolton has just taken out Obama. That is, he's just got a lot of people angry at him.
Okay.
So Kimiko, Oda, and Ramsey made that play. Okay. Let's go to reward challenge. Group number 1 is Dave, Oda, Eve, DiCaprio, and Ramsey. Group number 2 is Connie, Jamie, Kimiko, Michonne, and Sarah. Dom does not participate and cannot win rewards. As group number 1 wins reward, they win a trip to a waterfall and lunch.
Very nice.
And Dom wins immunity. He wins last to gasp.
He's like, I don't need to win. Hold on, I need to get more gravelly in my voice. I don't need to win rewards. All I need is immunity.
Yes, yes. And Oda finds the hidden immunity idol.
Nice.
Dom and Ramsey have a major fight. Dom and Eve have minor disagreements. Dom and Michelle have a minor disagreement.
What the fuck, Dom?
He wins one immunity and just starts going off on everyone. Oh my gosh. Well, you can't go home here, but not
I
good.
think Ramsey Bolton kind of screwed himself.
Yeah, he doesn't have an idol now. He's kind of vulnerable. Oda did win last immunity. Sometimes they just vote off whoever won last immunities, but he has an idol, so he could play it.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's either gonna be Oda or Ramsey.
Yeah.
DiCaprio uses his hidden immunity idol. First vote goes to DiCaprio, does not count. Second vote goes to DiCaprio, does not count. Third vote goes to DiCaprio, does not count. Fourth vote goes to DiCaprio, does not count. Fifth vote goes to DiCaprio, does not count. Sixth vote goes to DiCaprio, does not count. Seventh vote goes to Kimiko. Eighth vote goes to Oda. Ninth vote goes to Oda.
Man.
And Oda is idled out with his own idol in his pockets.
Dude, like that's crazy. If your target, well,
Wow.
did he target Kimiko?
Yeah, if he targeted Kimiko, it makes sense. No, he targeted DiCaprio.
If your target plays the idol, you play your idol.
Yeah, look at this. Dom is just not playing the game with everyone else. He he is on his own. Dave, DiCaprio, Jamie, and Sarah voted Oda. Everyone else voted DiCaprio except for Dom. Wow. Well, at least he made the jury, but yeah, he should have been safe. It should have been Kimiko if he played it. So
Dang.
okay. Oh my God, Ramsey finds the hidden immunity idol.
This is why we get rid of these people.
Oh my God. Look at that. Kimiko and Ramsey. Kimiko is more in with Ramsey than he is of her.
That's concerning on so
Yeah.
many levels.
Okay. Group number 1 is Connie, Dave, DiCaprio, Ramsey, and Sarah. Group number 2 is Dom, Eve, Jamie, Kimiko, and Michonne. And group number 2 wins reward. They win a trip to a resort and lunch. And
Yeah.
Dom wins immunity again. Is he gonna blow up again?
Wait, Dom does have a temper.
Yeah. Michonne and Ramsey bond strongly.
Very good.
Eve and Ramsey find something in common.
Just like, why?
And Dom leaves the alliance with Eve and Michonne.
Dom is like, I can't associate with people associating with him.
Yeah. And Hormone Monstrous is completely worn out, but is not giving up. Well, Ramsey showing some good social game this
I think
episode.
maybe Leo.
Yeah, he did just play an idol successfully. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that too. Ramsey uses the idol again on Kimiko. Oh my God. First vote goes to Kimiko, does not count. Second vote goes to Kimiko, does not count.
Like, I'm happy that Kimiko is making it further in the game. I just don't like how it's happening.
Yeah. Third vote goes to Kimiko, does not count. Fourth vote goes to Kimiko, does not count. Fifth vote goes to Kimiko, does not count. Sixth vote goes to Kimiko, does not count. Seventh vote goes to Dave. Eighth vote goes to Michonne. Ninth vote goes to Michonne. 10th vote goes to Dave. We are tied between
Oh my God.
Dave and Michonne.
So who do they keep?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I would say just flip on Dave here. Dave's like
Makes
aligned
sense.
with like no one. So
Easier.
first vote goes to Michonne. Second vote goes to Dave. Third vote goes to Michonne. Fourth vote goes to Michonne. Fifth vote goes to Dave. Sixth vote goes to Dave. Seventh vote goes to Michonne. One vote left. And it goes to Dave. We are going to rocks.
Bro, if Ramsey Bolton goes out here.
Oh.
If Ramsey Bolton goes out here.
Oh
If
my God.
Ramsey Bolton goes out here.
Oh my gosh. So there's 6 people. Ramsey Bolton, 1 in 6 chance of playing an idol successfully, only to then get rock drawn out of the game.
That's a very Game of Thrones thing to happen, too.
Yeah. Okay. Who draws the rock? Ramsey Bolton. No way. No freaking way.
Dude.
Wow.
This completely changes the course of the game.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Ramsey was setting himself up to do a great deep run in this game. Him going home here, like, completely changes the landscape.
He did it all for Kimiko, and then it ended up not working in his favor.
Yeah. It's hard to even fault him here because this is such a rare thing that could have happened for him to play it correctly, only for them to be a split vote. Then no one changes their votes, keeping it to like it evenly disperses the votes. To then have him then have to get a rock draw. Like there's so many things that needed to happen for it to blow up into space, and it somehow did.
Dude, that's nuts.
Wow. Let's see how these votes went. So, DiCaprio, Dom, Eve, Jamie, Michonne, and Sarah voted Kimiko. Hormo, Monstrous, and Ramsey voted Dave. Dave and Kimiko voted Michonne. So, Kimiko could have saved Ramsey by just voting with Dave originally.
Dude.
Wow. Wow, that's unfortunate. And then the revote was Dom, Eve, Hormo, Monstrous, and Ramsey, and DiCaprio, Jamie, Kimiko, and Sarah. So yeah, because Ramsey and Kimiko didn't vote together in this votes, it screwed over Ramsey.
Man,
Wow.
it's insane. I need to take a quick pause real quick.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, and we are back here. Ramsey Bolton, that is one of the craziest things that just happened was
Yeah.
was that.
Very Game of Thronesy.
Very Game of Thronesy.
Do, do, do,
So it's the
do.
Survivor auction, and Dom wins a cold beer and peanuts.
It's Corona. He's like, I
Yeah.
only take if it's Corona.
Jamie wins a choice of 3 covered items: a rotten coconut, 1 slice of pizza, or the rest of the pizza. She chooses the whole pizza.
Very nice.
Eve wins the slice of pizza. Michonne wins a roasted chicken. And Sarah wins information in the game, a clue to the hidden immunity idol. Dom wins a covered item, wine, and a meal. He can give it up so the tribe gets rice and beans, but he decides to keep the reward.
Dom, what the fuck? He's
Oh my
like,
god.
listen, I need to win that million for my family.
Yeah. Kimiko wins an advantage in the next immunity challenge.
Ooh, okay.
Dom wins pig brain.
He's like, protein.
And 6 castaways win a letter from a loved one: Hormone Monstrous, Eve, Jamie, DiCaprio, Michonne, and Sarah.
That devastates Dom.
Yeah, he spent it all on pig brain. He went all in with the rest of his
Yeah,
money there. Hormone Monstrous wins a covered item, a jar of peanut butter to be shared by the tribe.
I could use some of that right now.
Yeah. And DiCaprio wins immunity.
Very good.
Yeah.
That means Dom is vulnerable. Oh, I think he goes out here.
Yeah, I think you just take out Dom. Dave and Dom have a small fight. Kimiko and Sarah have a small fight. Kimiko rests the camp for energy. So I think if they don't take out Dom, they take out Kimiko.
Yeah.
Because she was just getting a lot of attention. Potentially that Ramsey Bolton kind of being associated to her might be bad in their eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. First vote goes to Kimiko. Second vote goes to Kimiko. Third vote goes to Dom. Fourth vote goes to Kimiko.
I guess.
Fifth vote goes to Kimiko. Sixth vote goes to Dom. And Kimiko, 7-2 votes. Okay. So yeah, Hormone Monstrous only one to vote with Kimiko here. Okay. Final 8.
Uh-uh.
Okay, Idol is currently hidden, so anyone can find that. Can Dom manage to save himself by winning an immunity? No, it's Eve.
I also got to say, even Michonne, they've been in this alliance for quite some time, and it's super strong. We can't. I'd be remiss if I didn't like nod to that.
Yeah, definitely playing a bit of a sleeper threat game here, letting like all these big personalities kind of clash with each other right now.
Yeah.
So yeah. Dom has a major meltdown. Dom has a second major meltdown.
He knows he's not long for this
He
game.
is tossing the entire camp right now. He is saying, if I'm going, you are not going to have a fun time while I'm gone.
He's throwing a Brandon hands.
Yeah. DiCaprio leaves alliance with Jamie Lee and Sarah. Well, I
Dom, your
think it has
behavior
to be
is not
Dom.
great.
Yeah. First votes goes to DiCaprio. Second vote goes to Dom. Third vote goes to Dom. Fourth vote goes to Dom.
Yeah.
Fifth vote goes to Dom. Yeah. Everyone just says, okay, your time's up, bud.
No, oh man.
Well, he gave some fun entertainment while he was out there.
Oh yeah. His anger got ahead of him.
Yeah. And DiCaprio finds the hidden immunity idol.
Very good.
Okay. And who wins immunity? Sarah wins immunity. Good on her. Okay. And the Hormone
Okay.
Monsters joins the alliance with Jamie Lee and Sarah.
Okay.
Okay. Um,
I think Dave. I mean, we've been
I think he's
noticing
the
the women kind of creep
yeah.
up
Yeah,
because they're all
also
in alliances with each other, just separate alliances.
yeah, and Dave's in no alliances. At least DiCaprio has an idol that he
Yeah.
now has. Yeah, I mean, I think Dave's the next choice. DiCaprio uses his idol. First vote goes to DiCaprio, does not count. Second vote goes to DiCaprio, does not count. Third vote goes to DiCaprio, does not count. Fourth vote goes to DiCaprio, does not count. Fifth vote goes to Dave.
Man.
And Dave Portnoy leaving DiCaprio as the last guy standing. So Dave, Eve, Hormone Monsters, and Michonne voted DiCaprio. DiCaprio, Jamie, and Sarah voted Dave.
Very good.
Okay,
All
last one
right.
before the finale. And Sarah finds the second Celebrity Fantasy Tribe hidden immunity idol. Okay, who wins reward? DiCaprio wins reward and shares it with Sarah. And they win a trip with the loved ones to a boat anchored offshore with a barbecue. So the loved ones.
Nice.
DiCaprio can give up their reward so that the other four players get one, and he chooses to give up the rewards.
I forgot about this twist.
Yeah. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. But DiCaprio wins immunity.
Will not be Brenda.
Yep. And DiCaprio and Sarah have a minor disagreement. I wonder what that's about.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Hormone Monstrous and Sarah bond slightly as the Hormone Monstrous leaves the alliance and Michonne works hard at camp and becomes tired.
I'd say Homo Monstrous. Connie, I mean,
Yeah.
like, she left, but she's in good with Eve and Michonne. Maybe Jamie, I'd say it's either Connie, Jamie, or Sarah. But I don't think Sarah because of the idol.
Yeah, yeah, I guess I'll just go with Connie because I think Jamie's social game's been just too good.
Yeah.
Sarah uses the idol on Jamie.
Very good, apparently.
First vote goes to Jamie, does not count. Second vote goes to Jamie, does not count. Third vote goes to Jamie, does not count. Fourth vote goes to Jamie, does not count. Fifth vote goes to Hormone
Yep.
Monstrous. And the Hormone Monstrous taken out.
But she made it better than her app first debut. So,
Yeah,
can't
she
complain.
almost made the finale.
Almost.
Yeah, so Jamie and Sarah, big move there against Hormone Monstrous. Okay, here we are. Final five. What's your ranking so far?
It's really tough. I think it really depends on. I feel like both of the female duos we have are both equally good.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say the most dominant, I'd say, out of all of them is probably Jamie Lee Curtis. I would say that Leo has an uphill battle, but that could
Yeah,
work in his favor. But
yeah,
I feel like all the women on this tribe, they can have like a potential big case for themselves individually.
yeah, definitely. I think it's definitely up to anyone.
Yeah.
DiCaprio could potentially win if he gets to the end, but I think him getting to the end is going to be very hard. He has to literally win out to get there.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
okay, immunity, and Eve wins immunity.
Which means bye-bye.
Yeah, Eve and DiCaprio have a major fight as Eve joins the alliance with Jamie and Sarah.
Does that mean she's turning on Michonne?
Yeah, either she's setting up a turn on Michonne at Final Four,
Yeah.
or she's doing it now.
I think it's easier to think ahead and then do it now, to be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah. Okay. I mean, I just think you got to take out DiCaprio. I mean, it's easier for you to win a Final Four, like just have to win one than having to have won two. So it's a lot easier to win himself to the end. So first votes goes to Michonne. Second vote goes to DiCaprio. Third vote goes to DiCaprio. And DiCaprio is decapitated here and is voted out.
Yeah.
Okay. Final four. It's all female final four here.
All right.
Okay. Who wins? Final immunity. Jamie Lee
Very nice.
Curtis. Okay. Michonne is impressing the rest of the team.
I think it's
I
too little, too late.
yeah, I think it's Michonne here.
Yeah.
First vote goes to Sarah. Second vote goes to Michonne. Third vote goes to Michonne. Fourth vote goes to Sarah. We are tied.
Okay.
If we go to fire, that's a huge resume move for whichever one of them has to ends up winning.
I think Michonne has survival, The Walking
Yeah,
Dead.
yeah. First vote goes to Sarah. Second vote goes to Michonne. We are going to fire. And Michonne, the tribe has
What?
spoken. Sarah has managed to best Michonne in fire.
She was like, she embraced her inner Ash Ketchum, was like, Charizard, use flamethrower.
Wow. She must have been practicing. That's why we didn't see her for a lot of the mid games. She's been just practicing fire.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, Jamie and Sarah voted Michonne, and Eve and Michonne voted Sarah. So Jamie and Sarah have been working together, so they might split votes. And Eve, who was working with Michonne, is now by herself.
I can see that. I don't know. I still feel like Jamie Lee. I'd say it's tricky, but I feel yeah, I could be biased because I'm really rooting for Jamie Lee Curtis to win. But I still think it's like somewhat all even.
Uh-huh.
But Jamie Lee is like a nose ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this could go a lot of different ways. So let's see what happens here. First vote goes to Sarah. Second vote goes to Eve. Third vote goes to Jamie. Fourth vote goes to Sarah. Fifth vote goes to Eve. Sixth vote goes to Sarah. Seventh vote and winner in a 5-2-1 vote is Sarah.
Very good. Voice of
Wow.
Ash Ketchum.
Yep. Winning the game here. Who voted for who?
Nice little retirement fund from all her dub work.
Yeah, exactly. So Dave, DiCaprio, Dom, Hormone Monsters, and Oda voted Sarah. Michonne and Ramsey voted Eve, and Kimiko voted Jamie.
I
Okay.
feel like Jamie deserved more though.
Obama wins the fan favorite.
Because he was a victim of Ramsey Bolton.
Yeah, he knows how to win politics. That's all
Yeah.
that award is. uh okay. Fun season. I feel like a lot of the big characters kind of went out around here.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
but still,
these were some good players. Just they were all playing this like the sleeper threat
yeah,
game.
yeah.
So nice, nice. Let's look at these statistics. Ramsey Bolton, most strategic.
That's accurate.
Yeah, I do think he could have ran the game if he doesn't get rocked out there. If literally anyone
Kimiko,
else, yeah,
she
Kimiko
racked up so many votes.
25. Yeah, well, Ramsey Bolton didn't get any votes against him. Neither did Eve.
Man,
Okay. Well,
this is a fun one.
yeah, yeah. Fun one. Nice, fun little one to lead us into, our next All Stars.
Oh yeah, we got that. We got the 45 stuff. If you haven't checked out, I don't know the release order of things.
Mhm.
That's more of a that's a Joe thing, but like
That will
check
be
out
coming out tomorrow. That will be coming out tomorrow after this. So
all right. So wait, tomorrow I don't know.
tomorrow as the release of this episode.
Oh, okay. So yeah, look
Yeah,
out for our predictions for 40 or our draft, not our
yeah,
prediction. Um it's a doozy. There's some hot takes on both
yeah,
sides.
yep,
Some bold strategies.
yeah, definitely.
But yeah, either way, we got a lot of Survivor coming our way, and yeah, I'm excited to see this All Stars. I think definitely Ramsey Bolton is coming back. I kind of want to
Yeah.
make a case for Dom. I really have to look at the draft and see.
I think he's deserving. I think he was a lot of fun. You don't have to necessarily be a great player to get brought back for All Stars. You just got to be
Yeah,
entertaining.
exactly.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're gonna wrap this up. Hope
Okay.
you all have an awesome rest of your week, and yeah, have a
Yeah.
good one.
Yeah. And we will see you in the next one.
Peace.